Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss a very special topic, and this is a video that I actually found out from Lauren Main Beauty, and I thought that this was an absolutely wonderful idea to make a video on. And this is basically what are the makeup products that I bought once and then I loved it and I went back and bought again. These are definitely like good, great makeup products in my collection, which I have like used once and then I was like, oh, I'm in love with this, I'm gonna buy this again. So that's what we are gonna do in today's video. If you wanna see which are those products that are like absolute favorites of mine, then please keep on watching. Okay, let's start off with the eyeshadow palette because why not? Let's get the obvious out of the way. You know how much I love It's Belle Cosmetics, and I tried It's Belle Break the Rules palette and I absolutely fell in love with this palette. You guys can see the excitement of mine from the video itself. I'll link it in the iCards above. And when I tested these duochromes, multichromes, I definitely had to pick the other one. And then it was Flare Collection Remixed palette that I purchased. And again, I was head over heels with this palette. And that was like surprising to me because you guys know I'm not a green person. And this is like a lot of greens for me. But I absolutely drooled over this palette. So I do not regret this one little bit. The only palette that I do not have from It's Belle Cosmetics is their recent palette, which is the fall palette. The only reason why I did not get it is just because I was trying my hardest to choose the eyeshadow palettes that I really needed in my collection. And I held off back on that just because I had to try a new brand, especially with Black Friday around the corner. There were so many sales, there were so many deals. I had to choose my battles, guys. So I just said no to the third one, but whenever they choose the next one, I might buy both of those palettes together. So yeah, don't count me on that. Okay, let's move on. Next I have to talk about is ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. Now I have a bunch. Let's get one Natasha Denona single eyeshadow out of the way. These are all ColourPop Super Shocks. I absolutely fell in love with this. Initially, I tried the shade Amaze and Mooning. I don't think Mooning is there anymore, but I'm pretty sure that Amaze would be there. I fell absolutely in love with the shadows. I would say definitely go with like the glitter finishes. It won't do any justice to the shadows that I'm showing in the pan, but I mean, they're so dimensional. They're so beautiful. This is Amaze, by the way. So beautiful. My favorite out of the bunch is Ritz. You have any mismatch on your eyes, you have like done something bad with your eyeshadow, just tap this on top of it and it'll turn magical. Can you see the pan? Can you see the pan? This is so glittery, it's so dimensional, it's absolutely spectacular. And definitely that was like one of the things that I absolutely went back to ColourPop to buy because I loved the Super Shock formula. The next product that we're going to talk about is Tower 28 Cream Blushes, and this is known as their Beach Please blushes. I initially tried this shade, which is called Magic Hour, and I absolutely fell in love with this shade, and henceforth I bought two more shades, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this like so many times because I cannot shut my mouth to talk about these things. This is Magic Hour, this is Golden Hour, and this is Power Hour. Beautiful formula. I have a big dent in Magic Hour. That's definitely like my everyday, nudie pink shade. But I love Golden Hour in like summertime, and I love Power Hour in like winter fall time. Oh my god, I can drool over it. I absolutely love this formula from Tower 28. I have a lot of favorites from Tower 28. Talking about that, let's finish the rest also. Yes, I initially tried the shade Coconut and I was like head over heels on it. Then I just got the shade Cashew, which is a nudie brown shade. And if you like glosses, if you like non-sticky, shiny, glossy lips, you need to try this. You will be amazed. I love it so very much. Okay, let's move on to Alter Ego. The initial palette that I actually tried from Alter Ego was the Sahara palette, and oh my god, I could cry. I definitely wanted Natasha Denona Biba palette, but that was totally out of my budget. So I went with this and I was like, how can they do this? I need all of it. So I went forward and I got the Blooms palette, which is Natasha Denona's Love dupe. Then I got the Goddess palette, which is Natasha Denona's Gold dupe. And then my favorite is the Canyon palette, which is Natasha Denona's Bronze dupe. This is definitely my favorite. My least favorite would be Blooms, just because I feel the quality of that is a little less as compared to the other palettes that I have in my collection. But nevertheless, on like a fraction of price, you can get such beautiful color stories. Cannot complain about that. Okay, let's talk about a lipstick formula, which I cannot even tell you how much I am in love with. Like in the beginning of the year, I tried this Ultimate formula from Maybelline and I got 4 of them because I was so much in love with this. My newest edition is More Taupe, which I just got in like the Black Friday deal. I'll do a whole video, guys, for my Black Friday sale video. But yeah, spoiler alert, this is definitely in that. And this is actually the one that I'm wearing today. So this is More Taupe. Everyday nudie brown shade. I just have like a darker lip liner along with it, which I'll show it to you in just a minute. Then we have More Buff, which is more of the nudie pink shade. Can you see the light absolutely sucks here because I am filming in natural lighting. I just came out of work and I don't have artificial lighting. I hope that you can see this. Okay, the next one is More Truffle, which is more of the deeper brown shade, like perfect, I would say, for fall, or perfect nude for like more deeper skin tones. And then I have More Berry, which is again a berry shade, but such a beautiful fall shade. Love it. And they're so creamy, so lovely. Look at that. And those were the Maybelline Ultimate lipstick. If you guys want like a lip swatch video with all the Maybelline lipstick formulas, definitely let me know because I have a lot. Okay, this is one other formula which I went and bought after trying one. Similarly, I actually tried this Maybelline like what is this called? Ink crayon formula. And I initially tried the shade which is called Reach High. Oh my God, I could not stop. So this is Reach High. I would not have space to show you. I got 3 more. So this is On the Grind and this one is Live on the Edge. And Live on the Edge is what I have as my lip liner. We have Reach High. Then we have On the Grind, and then we have Live on the Edge. I mean, what? They're so creamy. They're so beautiful when you wear it on your lips. I cannot, guys. I just cannot. If you guys cannot say, I'm getting out of breath because of this excitement. So yeah, excuse me for that. Okay, let's move on to another eyeshadow palette brand, which, oh my God, I could not. Okay, I first of all tried Sigma Corderosa palette for the first time and I absolutely loved the formula. Loving the formula would be an understatement. Like this color story is like absolutely perfection to me. I love to wear these colors. Like just give it to me every time of the year, I will wear it. I know it can be a spring palette, but I can wear this every single month of the year. So since I tried that, I had to get 2 more. I have Warm Neutrals palette for like a perfect fall tone, burgundy tone eyeshadow. Like look at that, bronzes and burgundy tones. Oh my God. The formula is top notch. And then of course I had to have the Ambience palette because it's bronze and Smithy cannot say no to bronze. And this is Ambience palette. This is like my office palette. I love it. So love it. Do not regret one little bit. Okay. Let's move on to Pat McGrath. I'm going to talk about Pat McGrath's Divine Blushes. So initially I got the shade Cherish, which is this like bubblegum pink shade. I mean, very unusual for me. You guys know I don't wear like pinks on my cheeks that much. But I fell in love with this. And then I thought of trying another formula from her, and this is Nude Venus, which is more of an everyday shade. You would think both of them are like of the same formula, but this is more matte and this is more satin. I would prefer this over this any day, anytime, I would say. Why? Because I am a person with texture, you can see on my face, and this Cherish shade blurs out my face like no other, but this definitely emphasizes it. So if you are a person with texture, I would say go for matte blushes, you would love it. But yes, I am very happy with this. Not does that mean that I'm not gonna wear it? No, I will when I get rid of my texture, but otherwise I'll just tap on top of like a powder so that it doesn't emphasize so much of texture. So that's how I generally wear it. If you guys want to see a video on how to do makeup on textured skin, definitely let me know. I'll do like a dedicated video explaining all the steps what I do. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about Dalton Beauty. Now this is not a product that I bought one and then I fell in love with it. But I would say I got a whole pack of 8 blushes from Dalton. I'll leave the video on the screen and you can see how much I love this formula. I give 3 of them, I think, to Coralie, but rest everything is in my possession and I love these blushes. I mean, you can see the entire video that I have like swatched everything. I've applied it on my face so that you can see the exact color. But this formula is unlike other. If you like gel blushes, it's like a creamy balm formula which blends onto your skin like beautifully. Let me just come back to it. Another product that I fell in love with was M Cosmetics. I actually initially got this, the bronzer stick, the multi-face play in the shade Summer, and it was a wrong shade for me. It didn't work out for me at all. So I sent that back and I got the shade Nomadic and I fell in love. This is definitely on the darker side, but you need like a slightest bit and it blends beautifully. You touch it on the skin and it'll blend by itself. Because I loved this, I got this, and this is their So Soft blush in the shade Lychee. Again, in love with the formula. Now, if you think M Cosmetics is like off on a higher price range for you, try these Dalton Beauty. The only thing is that this is more in a stick format and this is more in a pot format. But I kid you not, the formula of these feels so similar on the face. You need to try it to believe it. And Dalton Beauty is a brand. It's a very underrated brand. I'll link it in the description box below for you guys. They have a set of like 6 blushes right now. I think right now they don't have like an 8 blush set, but they do often have like a 6 blush set, which is on such a big deal. I mean, I think the 6 blushes, I got actually 8 blushes for $28. You could not beat that. Like, I cannot beat that. And the formula is so beautiful. You need to trust me on that, okay? Okay, let's move on to the next brand. And then next brand that I'm going to talk about is Essence. And I'm going to talk about their Melted Chrome eyeshadows. I don't think you can find it and it's such a big shame. I initially tried this one and this was in the shade Ironic 02. And then as soon as I bought that and tested, within a week, I ran to Ulta and got 2 more shades. And this one is in the shade Zinc About You, which is more on the taupey purpley side. And then I got this shade, which is called Warm Bronze, which is more of a bronzy shade. I mean, there's no point like swatching these things because you guys cannot find it. If you have this, you know what I'm saying. This feels wet, like wet on your eyes. My most used shade is definitely Warm Bronze, but all these shades are so beautiful. Like, look at that. Like, look at that. This is Warm Bronze, this is Zinc About You, and this is Ironic. Like, it's so reflective, it's so beautiful. Oh my god, I cannot. Let me wipe my hands. I'm so much in love with those shadows. I mean, there's so many days when I just wear like Warm Bronze all over my lid and just blend it in my crease. And that's a look for itself and such a beautiful look. You need to trust me on that. Okay, let's move on to another lipstick formula. I have a lot of lipsticks. I have a problem, I know. Okay, let's talk about Milani lipsticks for that matter. I have different formulas and all beautiful formulas. This is their original lipstick formula. I cannot even tell you how much I use them. Like, my most used shade is Matte Naked, which is more of like a nudie mauve shade. Like, you can see how much I've used. Like for me to use that much is too much. Like too much. Oh my god, I have always loved those. Then I have nude creme, which I generally use it like in the winter season. This is more of a nudie pink shade. I'm not going to swatch everything because otherwise this video is going to be 2 years long. And then this is Matte Beauty, which is a nudie brown shade. They came out with the more of a balmy one, and this is in the shade Tied Up. Such a beautiful balmy glossy formula. Superb, like in love with this. And then they came out with like matte fetish lipsticks, and this is in the shade Passion. This was one of my favorite lipsticks for fall season. I love this formula. Like Milani kills it with their lipsticks. If you ask me like my top 3 brands for lipsticks from drugstore, I would definitely say Milani. I would say L'Oreal for sure, and Maybelline. Like top 3 brands. Talking about L'Oreal, let's just get the elephant out of the room. You guys know how much I love my L'Oreal lipstick, and I have quite a few. I have a problem. These are like more of like a creamy, balmy formula. This is, oh. Okay, I knew this is gonna happen. Okay, so for L'Oreal, we have creamy formulas like, yeah, very like Huda Beauty cream lipstick dupe. Then we have these balmy, shiny lip gloss lipstick kind of a formula, which is more in this clear packaging. I have a lot. And then my favorite out of the bunch, just because I love nudes and I cannot find the rest of my lipsticks, maybe because it's in my purse, I don't know, but I love this one. Like, it's more of a matte finish, but such a comfortable matte. The 2 most used shades of mine is Cutting Edge Cork, which is more of a cool tone brown shade. Is it broken? Don't tell me. I absolutely love it. I would definitely repurchase that if this is broken. Like, that's like my most used shade. So that is Cutting Edge Cork. And then I have Radical Rosewood, which is again a rosewood shade. Like such a beautiful everyday nude for medium skin tones. Absolutely love it. So those were my bullet lipstick, but wait. Look at this. These are all my like liquid lipsticks from L'Oreal. If you do not like liquid lipsticks, you need to try this one. You would fall in love with this. And this is called, what is this called? Lip Color Rouge. Yeah, just look at the packaging. You need to take this. And this one is in the shade I Create. A beautiful nudie pink shade. And then I have these matte lipsticks. Now this will be sticky on your lips, but if you want long wearing lipsticks, you just need to try this. And this is their like chocolate collection and their nude collection, I would say. I have the shade Sweet Tooth, which is like a mixer shade. I have Cowboy, which is like a, I don't know, caramel brown shade. Then I have Box of Chocolate, which is like a light mauve shade. And then I have Milk and Cookies, which is a cool tone grayish shade. Oh my god. Cannot tell you how much I love it, because I love them so very much. Okay, now if you want like an affordable lip gloss, you cannot get affordabler than this. But you cannot get a beautiful formula than this from the drugstore. And this is their Essence Shine lip glosses. I have one clear one. You definitely need to try this. I know it's a clear gloss. You just need to try this to understand what I'm telling you about. And this one is in the shade Bright On, which is like a cool tone nudie shade. Beautiful formulas. Then let's go on to ColourPop lip liners. Do you want to see a problem? Look at that. I love these lip liners. I just love, and these are all like nudie, like a little more like, yeah, pretty much nude shades, I would say. This is like my favorite affordable lip liners. I don't feel like spending on lip liners just because I'm so comfortable with lip liner, like ColourPop lip liners, that I really don't feel like I need anything extra, because this serves everything that I need from the lip liner category. So this is definitely one of my favorites. Let's talk about complexion for a little while, and I'm going to talk about Wet n Wild. I fell in love with their matte foundation, and by the way, I'm in the shade Desert Beige. I fell in love with the matte foundation. I went and got the dewy foundation, fell in love with it. And very recently, I did get this one, which is the tinted hydrator when they came. And this one is in the shade, I'm in the shade Tan Medium Deep. I love every complexion product that Wet n Wild has come out with. These might have expired, but oh my god, these formulas are so beautiful. If you like a lightweight satin finish medium coverage foundations, you need to test it. They're so affordable. They're like $5. So beautiful. You have a problem, Smithy. You do have a problem. Okay, talking about lipsticks. Let's talk Maybelline lipsticks, bullet lipsticks. Look at that. I'm ashamed to even show you guys. Like, look at that. Don't you think I have a problem? I definitely do. Oh my God. Okay, I have like a bunch. Screenshot if you want. Like, I have a bunch of lipsticks from Maybelline and they do lipsticks so well. Most of them are matte finish and one of them is more of a glossy finish, which also I absolutely love, and that's in the shade Baddest Beige, this shiny packaging. But rest of them are from their nude line. You guys can see how much I love them. And my favorite out of the bunch, I would say, if you are looking for like a true nude for medium skin tone, I would say Nude Nuance and Raw Chocolate is beautiful. If you're looking for like more of a fall but like a deeper nude shade, I would say Touch of Spice and Brown Blush is beautiful. If you want like a stunning red lip from Maybelline, go for $6.91 Rich Ruby. You'll thank me later. Okay, now let's talk about another eyeshadow palette brand that can you guess? Can you guess? I'm pretty sure you can. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. I have Umbrizi palette with me. I should probably show it to you, right? I have Umbrizi palette with me, which is more of like a nude with like a colorful color story. I mean, I just love these shadows, okay? Okay, don't judge me. My favorite Jackie Aina palette. I love this palette. Oh my God. My first video on this channel is using this palette. That's how much I love it. Okay? I don't need to tell anything more. I don't think so. Then we have Modern Renaissance palette, a perfect fall palette. This is where all the burgundy tones started. And the palette that made me fall in love with cool tones is the Sultry palette. Shame that they do not have this anymore. Like an absolute shame. Beautiful palette. I recently did a video using this palette on my channel. If you need some inspiration, it's my Capricorn makeup that I did. Love it. Love is like an understatement for Anastasia palettes for me. I recently did also pick out the Anastasia Norvina palette. I know a lot of you guys did pick it out with my recommendation, and I'm sure, I'm not even doubting, I'm sure you guys love that. If you are a purple lover, you need to have Norvina 5 in your collection. I cannot. Okay, let's talk about eye pencils. If you're looking for like eyeliners, like a pencil eyeliners on your waterline, and if you want like neutral shades, you need to try Essence. And this is Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil. I initially tried only the black version. I ran out and bought the nude and the brown. This might be $2 or $3. You need to try this. This beats my high-end eyeliners. Like, it just blows it out of the water. Such beautiful formula that lasts on your waterline for such a long time, and it doesn't tug your waterline. My eyes water very easily. I cry a lot too. It doesn't bleed anywhere. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's talk about Pat McGrath lipsticks. Now, I have 3 with me. I have Lavish, which is more of like a mauve tone lipstick. Yeah. Please don't mow the lawn right now. Please do not. Okay, then I have the shade 1995, which is like a nudie pink shade. Beautiful. And then I have Divine Brown, which is like a deep brown shade. And recently I did get 2 more coming next in a future video, or you might see it if it is already arrived. I don't know, but most probably in a future video, okay? Because I have not received it as yet. I've just ordered it. Okay. Let's move on to Essence lipsticks. Oh my God, you need this. Again, another lipstick that I've ordered like a few more shades of. I fell in love with Legendary, and this is the first lipstick that I tried out from them. Such a beautiful formula. It's a very satin but like opaque formula. If you like cool tones and you don't want to spend a lot, and if you were eyeing Natasha Denona lipsticks, try this Legendary 05. And then if you're looking for more of like a warm tone lipstick, Lovable. I love brown lipsticks, if you cannot say. I just love them. And the formula is stunning, guys. Absolutely stunning. Last but certainly not the least, let's talk about buxom lip glosses. I initially tried the shade White Russian, my favorite nude gloss, like without a doubt. I love the way it feels on the like a minty tingly sensation on my lips. I went and bought the shade called Mudslide for like more of a pinky tone, and then I have the shade called Hot Toddy, which is more of a mini version, and this is more of the nude shade. Oh my goodness, that's all I think. No, that's not all. Okay, last. I promise last. Let's talk about Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters. I initially got the shade called Iced. I fell in love with this. Absolutely did. If you are more of a lighter complexion, I think Iced would be perfect on you. But for me, it was like blinding. Like people from satellite can see me. That kind of blinding. And then I got the shade called Mesmerized from like half off some sale, and I am in love with this. Like I'm just absolutely in love with this formula. I cannot. These are all the products that I absolutely love, that I've went and got more of it because one was not enough for me. So now you guys tell me, what is like your favorite product that you tried once and you were like, whoa, that surprised me. I need more of it. Tell me down in the comment section below, what is that product for you? If I've not tested it out already, I'm definitely going to test it out, okay? You guys are like my makeup friends, and I can take every comment, every opinion that you have for makeup. Like, yes. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, love you.